And me and Lucy have just arrived at a place called the Camping Field, which is owned by a guy called Richard. He's a farmer, and we've got an electrical hookup, which, there it is, which is just as well, because Darren, the absolute moron, forgot the mattress and sleeping mats. So we've got a wool blanket with us, and that's all we've got to sleep on top of. But fortunately, we've also got a radiator and an electric hookup. So my skin is saved, because I don't think poor old Lucy's South African blood, she's in the distance somewhere over there, would hold up to the 0 temperatures that are expected tonight. In the background is Helman Tor. That's where we're headed. We're going to hike there for a couple of hours. I've got my drone as well, and hopefully we get back before sunset to heat the tent out with the radiator. Just outside Bodmin, in between Bodmin and St Austell, and there is Helman Tor, which is where me and Lucy are walking to. About 2 miles away. A lot of dogs here. Isn't there?
Yeah, they bark at everything.
Happy camping.
Yes.
That's what it says on the sign.
The happy camp.
It's the wild camping experience, but with electric hookups.
Yep, we've got a radiator and a kettle.
And we've got an electric kettle. In my 4-season tent. In my tent designed for expeditions in the Arctic Circle. And we've got electricity in it. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And Lucy bought, God thanks for Lucy, otherwise she'd be driving home to get the mattress or the airbeds.
Yeah.
I actually brought a 1950s wool blanket.
Yeah.
With her.
It was my grandmother's.
It was your grandmother's. And it's nice and thick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really condensed.
Yeah, so we've got a nice thick wool blanket. That's what we'll be sleeping on tonight. And it'll be quite interesting to see how well a wool blanket from the 1950s insulates us. Because to be fair, our double mattress that we bring isn't that good, is it?
No, I think the air inside the airbed goes quite cold.
It moves around, doesn't it?
And then I can feel the cold inside the airbed.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see, because I always used, up until this time last year, I never owned an airbed or a camping mat that you could bring with you. I always used to just sleep straight on the floor. And as much as it was quite cold, I wasn't too bothered. So it'll be interesting to see how that blanket does.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be quite difficult for your back though on the hard floor.
Oh no, it's good for your back, being on the hard floor. Yeah,
okay, we'll see. We'll see how stiff we are in the morning, Darren.
I was going to say something really rude then.
The smell of country air.
The pathway that we're walking on, or the route, is part of a walk called the Saints Way, which is another coast-to-coast walk from Foy all the way up to Padstow. And it's about 30 miles, 28 miles. And I am considering doing it maybe next week, or definitely in the coming weeks. And there's already a couple of campsites that we've passed along this pathway. So, but that one was shut, wasn't it?
Yeah, most of them are shut until the 1st of April.
Till the 1st of April. So I may wait until then, just to make my life easier. But I'm going to check out Helman Tor, because it's almost certainly suitable for a wild camp. Coming?
Yep, he's coming. Come on, Bob. Helman Tor Nature Reserve. Thanks to kind donations from or dedicated to the people whose names are recorded on these plaques, it was possible to buy this nature reserve and carry our major habitat improvement works for the benefit of wildlife. All the
Anyone
names.
you know?
Yeah.
Unable to take off. Aircraft 2, 1.
We've left the gravel tracks, and it's much boggier and marshier here, and much greener as well. This place is called Brenny Common. Oh, mind your head. The Saint's Way was a pilgrimage. It was a route in which saints and religious people of the time used to travel from Padstow all the way down to the south coast. In fact, they used to come over from Ireland. You're saying St. Petroc.
He was actually Welsh, but he
He was Welsh.
trained in Ireland, and then he led people over to Cornwall and trained the monks. But he was much more into animals, and was regarded as the same level as St. Francis of Assisi, who was also the animal patron saint.
Yeah, the more you know, eh? And we're now heading towards Helman Tor, and we will have a bit of a climb to do, Lucy. I know how you like your hills, so I made sure there was a hill at the end of the walk.
Oh, lovely, yes.
So we've got some tea and coffee. That'll be the reward.
If I've got a cup of tea, I'll be fine.
There you go. And Darren is having a bad day. Not only did I forget the mattress, but I've taken us in the wrong direction as well, once already.
Yes.
But I lost the mic. Fortunately, we managed to retrack our steps and Lucy found it. Otherwise, I'd have been very upset and in the doghouse because I would have had to spend more money to buy another mic. So, best be careful, eh? Helman Tor. I'm such a janner, adding S's onto the end of everything.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, like Audi, it's Audis.
Oh, why do you do that then?
Yeah.
Make everything plural.
Because I'm a janner.
Oh.
Anyway, Helman Tor. There's been evidence of people here since about 2000 to, well, it's about 7,000 years ago, Lucy, actually. There's hut circles and everything here. So people were living here in the Neolithic era, 4,500 to 2,200 BC. Amazing, eh?
Ooh.
Pretty good wild camping up here, I expect.
Yeah.
I would definitely use this on the way along the Saint's Way rather than pay for a campsite. Do your first stop from Foy if you're travelling in that direction to do the
Oh,
Saint's
wow,
Way.
I can see the sea.
And as we move higher, the Earth's curvature moves out of the way and allows us to see the sea, which is just over there. You couldn't see it a minute ago. You can see it in the distance. We're
Go that way. It's quite difficult.
Windy up here.
Oh.
Is there a path from there?
Yes.
So it's a very cool place. If you was ever stuck and you're in an emergency.
Yeah, I'm on top.
And then there's Lulu
Ta-da!
doing her climbing.
There's ponies up here.
Oh, is there ponies? Is there? Oh, good. Get on camera. There's,
They look like cows, don't they?
there's Lucy's ponies. She says those ponies look like cows.
Yeah.
Lucy, they're cows.
Are they cows?
They're cows.
Oh, I thought they looked.
There's absolutely loads of places to come wild camp here, Lucy. This would be a spectacular wild camping spot. We're going to have to come here and do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Look down there.
It's a bit windy though.
Yeah, but it's really nice and flat. You've got brilliant views of all that over there. And views over there. And you can see Bodmin in the distance. There's Bodmin. Yeah, this is a cool place. Helman Tor. As Lucy said, very, very windy up here. I was going to try and get the drone out, but there's a crosswind coming right across, and it's quite strong, so I probably won't bother. Cornwall's very close together, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because that's St Dennis, which isn't really that far if you look at it from here. And on the other side of St Dennis, then on the other side of those hills, it's St Austell.
Yeah.
And you can see the sea all the way around. So Raymer's that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do the Saints Way from Foy, you'll be walking from the other side of that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Across this.
Mm.
And then all the way out there.
Yeah,
Just
that
going
way.
west of Bodmin.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a cool little place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Alright, get tea and coffee ready, woman. I just had to get that on camera.
Here you are.
Okay. What was you just saying about Cornish name places, Lucy?
A lot of the Cornish names, like St Austell, St Germans, St Dennis over there, they're all named saints. So there must have been quite going back to beginning of Christian times.
Yeah. So and they probably all come
Very
from
religious.
Ireland
Yeah.
and
The
other places.
Celtics are very religious, weren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
really?
yeah. Interesting.
St Patrick's Day.
St Patrick's Day. Yeah. You like that day?
Yeah, because I can have a pint of Guinness.
There you go. I can. All along the Saints Way, this route from Foy to Padstow, are chapels and churches. So that was a quick walk along the Saints Way, me and Lucy, to Helman Tor.
Helman.
And actually, it's been a mini adventure, hasn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
We've got lost and we had to go and try and find Darren's mic.
Yeah.
Because Darren's having a bad day on the trail. Anyway, see you next time. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and post us a comment on things and places you would like to see us do and go. Thank you. This is how we roll on a camping trip. We've got a gas cooker. We've got an electric cable with a radiator. Oh, we forgot the mattress. So we've got a 1950s wall blanket, and I've actually felt it, and I reckon we're going to be just fine, Lucy. Yeah. It's going to be nice and warm.
That's good.
And we've got a whole load of audio equipment and video equipment. How cool is that? For in the best tent in the world, in my opinion. Although you wouldn't want to take it on your back alone. I have tried, it's hard work. But that's the North Tent Live 3, and we're going to have, the farmers left us some wood. So we should be making a fire a bit later on. Anyway, this is the camping field near Helman Tor on the Saints Way. You should check it out.